put a video together for field foremen and project managers, and, basically people who don't use Navis on a regular basis, but would be able to utilize the tool, and if they wanted to get in there and review something, give them some tips on how to navigate the model. We'll start out with the pointer here. Over in the navigation bar, you can select it from here off on the right, or you can come up to the ribbon and select it here. So basically, what you point and click on, it'll select. You can also change that to a select box and select multiple items at the same time. If you want to unselect something, just hit the escape button. But one thing to note about the pointer is whatever you click on, that's where a pivot ball will be placed, and basically your zoom functions and your orbiting function will be dictated by the placement of that. So if we select down here, now it's locked on there. Select here, now it's locked on here. To zoom in and out, you just use your middle mouse button and scroll in and scroll out. To break that pivot point off the item that you have selected, you just simply click your middle mouse button one time, and then that pivot point will move to wherever your cursor is hovering over. Another function that you have is the pan tool, and you basically use your middle mouse button for that. You just press it in, and you can pan down. So if you press in your middle mouse button and you push up, it'll take you down. Then if you pull your mouse to the right, it'll pan you left. If you pull your mouse to the left, it'll pan you right. Another function that you have in here is the walking tool. A lot of people call it the feet. You can find it here in the navigation bar, or up in the ribbon also under viewpoint. So we'll select that. We'll pan back up to the roof here. Basically, you use this with the left mouse button, and you hold it down and push or pull in the direction you want to go. So if you hold it down and push forward on your mouse, it'll take you forward. If you hold it down and pull back towards yourself with the mouse, it'll take you backwards. If you want to turn to the right, you can turn to the right and turn to the left. Just kind of twist your mouse to the left and right. One thing that's important when you're getting started probably is to come up here under Navigate and set your linear speed, foot per second, to pretty slow speed. If your speed's too fast, I think that's where a lot of people get in trouble when they're first starting, and it turns them off to the feet. Because we'll put that up to 500 feet per second, you can kind of see how fast the model moves now. And if you're just getting started, it'll be hard for you to get around, especially if you're in a corridor or something. You get lost real quick. Some other functionality that you have when you're using the feet is you can hold your center mouse button, and you'll kind of be able to scroll to the left or to the right and up or down. This comes in handy, moving between levels. Say you want to see what's going on under the roof here, just kind of hold that down, pull your mouse down, and see what's going on there. Also, if you use the scroll on your middle mouse button, it'll allow you to look up or look down. It's pretty easy to get lost in Navis when you're navigating around, especially if we talked about earlier, if your linear speed's too fast, you could end up way out in the middle of nowhere real quick and not know where you're at. If you ever get lost, you could come up to the top right hand corner of the screen to this view cube up here. There's a little home button. You could push that home button and it'll take you back to a home position and center your model up there. Using the cube up here, you can throw the model into different views. You could put it into a top view. You could rotate it. You could throw it in a isometric view, back, front, right, bottom. If you double click on whatever view you're looking at on the cube, it'll do a zoom extents and center your model back up in the screen. So let's say you got zoomed in real tight on something and you wanted to get out of there and you kind of were having trouble. If you just come up here to the cube, double click, it'll do a zoom extents for you and zoom you out of there.
For further information on how we can help you with MEP coordination, detailing, or spooling, contact us today at the number or email listed on the screen.